The elegant Nissan Altima is available as a sedan or coupe with a 4-cylinder or V6 engine. It's a sporty midsize vehicle with a well-appointed, roomy cabin. The Altima provides quiet, comfortable travel and nimble handling. A continuously variable automatic transmission or a 6-speed manual are the available transmission options. The V6 and 2.5 liters 4-cylinder engines have both shown to be dependable. The fuel efficiency is among the best in its class because of the CVT. Let's take a closer look at the 4th-generation Altima's reliability, pros and cons. It's Max the Car Guy. Subscribe and let's get started. Although infrequently, the majority of CVT transmission failures were reported in models manufactured between 2007 and 2009. The owner's primary worry is the high replacement cost, more than $3,500, in the event that the CVT transmission fails. Consider obtaining an extended powertrain warranty, which will pay for the potential replacement of a CVT transmission if you are purchasing a used Nissan Altima. For this generation, the best years were 2010 to 2012. To avoid problems, you should keep the Altima's CVT fluid changed with original Nissan fluid approximately every 50,000 miles. Both 4-cylinder and V6 engines frequently experience oil cooler leaks. There are droplets of oil on the driveway beneath the engine on the passenger side. Whereas the O-ring behind the oil cooler in a V6 is usually to blame, a paper gasket and rubber seal in the oil cooler of a 4-cylinder engine can leak oil. The work is messy and the area is difficult to access, but the gaskets are not expensive. It can be problematic to use the tire pressure monitoring system. Tire pressure sensor stems may corrode and break off in the rust belt. Tire pressure sensor replacements range from $120 to $160. There is even special Nissan Service Bulletin, which offers some assistance with TPMS diagnosis. For instance, the bulletin states that radio frequency interference from other devices, such as a phone charger, can also prevent the TPMS system from functioning. Brake light switch. A no start is one of the many issues that can arise from a malfunctioning brake light switch. Since the brake lights become inoperable when the switch malfunctions, diagnosing this issue is straightforward. Additionally, the repair is not very costly. Coolant leaks at higher mileage are reported from the radiator hose, and cracked plastic filler neck. This means that it's critical to periodically check the coolant level, in the event of a leak, to fix it before the engine overheats. And faulty ignition coil may be the reason for the engine's misfiring. Shaking, check engine light, and a power outage are among the symptoms. In a 4-cylinder engine, replacement ignition coils are simple and inexpensive. In a V6 engine, only front ignition coil replacement is simple. It is advised to replace all of the spark plugs at once if they are old. One possible reason for the P0101 check engine light could be a clogged or malfunctioning mass airflow sensor. There could also be the code P0171. Additional potential reasons could be a broken PCV valve, a torn intake manifold boot, or a vacuum leak caused by a cracked PCV hose. The diagnosis will determine the repair. Brake fluid leaks from the brake master cylinder have been reported by multiple owners. The brake warning light may illuminate due to low brake fluid levels. To solve the problem, Nissan released voluntary service campaign PC125. At high speeds, a humming sound may be audible due to a malfunctioning wheel bearing. When you change lanes, the noise level increases. The noisy wheel bearing needs to be replaced, and the car needs to be properly diagnosed. Common problems include rattling loose exhaust heat shields and exhaust leaks. Corrosion can cause the muffler end pipe to break off. We suggest getting a repair quote from a nearby muffler shop since they can weld or fabricate parts immediately, and their costs are typically fair. At higher mileage, the catalytic converter may fail. Replacing it is an expensive part. Engines. With 170 horsepower, the 2.5 liters 4-cylinder QR25 offers decent power and fuel economy. All in all, it's a strong, trustworthy engine that, with the right care, should last a long time. The 3.5 liters V6 VQ produces 270 horsepower. Since the early 2000s, the VQ engine, which has shown to be incredibly dependable, has been utilized in a large number of other Nissan automobiles. The timing chain is present in both the 3.5 liters V6 and the 2.5 liters 4-cylinder engine. It is not necessary to replace the timing chain on a regular basis. Mechanical and safety. There are disc brakes on all 4 wheels of the Altima. Anti-lock brakes were standard on the V6 model and optional on the 4-cylinder 2007 model. Early models had optional electronic stability control. Starting in 2010, it was standard on all trim levels. The Altima has excellent road feel and handling. Although firm, the ride is not harsh. Other than that, the 4-cylinder engine makes a slight noise when the car accelerates. In government frontal crash test, the 4-door Altima from 2007 to 2010 scored 5 stars. The 2011 and 2012 4-door Altima earned 4 stars in frontal crash testing and 5 stars in side impact testing in the more rigorous NHTSA crash tests. What to look for when buying a used Nissan Altima. Examine every accessory inside, including the audio system, windows, and air conditioning. Examine the audio system's display. Its components have been known to malfunction. Keep an ear out for any whining or humming noises during the test drive. Some noises may be related to a worn-out CVT transmission. These noises become more noticeable during acceleration and higher speeds. Steer clear of the car if there are any indications of transmission issues. Check to see if the driver's seat moves when making turns. This is a problem that has been reported. Get a mechanic to thoroughly inspect the vehicle before making a purchase. Hope the information was helpful for you. If so, please press the like button and subscribe to the channel.